All right, thanks, Adam. That's right. We are in the spudBBQ World Headquarters with Joe. Let's just get this over with. Hey, Facebook friends, this is Joe. Just want to say. All right, the big competition is coming up in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City in a couple weeks.
Is this like a yearly event? Is it like a regional qualifier? How's this work?
This is put on by Sam's Club, and they have different areas that different sections of the country that from different states that'll get together, combine, and the winners of each one will meet in a kind of a culmination of for the final cook-off.
I am one of those people that watches the barbecue competitions on TV, whether it be on CBS at the Jack Daniels one or some of the Food Network's one. You've done pretty well here so far, Joe.
Yeah, that's some of the things that we've won. Just we had a few more, but I didn't want to haul them down.
There wasn't enough room in the trailer. That's what it was, right?
There wasn't enough room in the trailer, yeah.
Exactly.
We've done real well.
So what interests me about barbecue is that it's so subjective. What some people like is not what some people like. How do they judge something like this, and how do you cook for something like this?
A lot of it is you have when it first starts out, everything's kind of changed, from Texas to Pacific Northwest to...
There's so many different kinds of barbecue.
Yeah, and it all kind of depends on where you're going, and it's kind of a
let's
guesswork.
stop. Those Alabama people are crazy. Putting the mayo in there? Really? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not big on the mustard either. So.
I know, South Carolina. So tell me what it is that you're going to try and go for. Do you enter in all the competitions?
You have to enter in all 4 categories: pork, ribs, brisket, and chicken, in order to get your grand champion. Mm-hmm. If you're disqualified in any one or don't enter in all 4, you don't win. You don't have a chance at grand champion.
All right, so today we're going to try ribs and pulled pork.
For ribs and pulled pork. We'll see how far we get in a segment.
They did start yesterday at 1 o'clock, by the way, just for our show. So the smoker has been going pretty much all night. What do you do to prep any of this stuff before you get it into the smoker?
Wait.
So basically 16 hours, is that what I heard correctly?
Actually, this was a good bit longer than 16. For the pork, it was probably closer. This will be the pork, and we just cooked one off for this. We have the ribs here.
And all of this is a closely guarded family secret, right? I couldn't, you wouldn't give me any of the rubs and stuff, no?
I'll tell you.
You tell me.
There's a rub right there.
You're too easy.
For the most of it.
All right, now, I know one of the things is, so give me some of the criteria that the judges are going to look for.
Judges are going to look for, as soon as we get it into the box, they have 6 judges at the table. And they also have a table captain. Table captain will bring in your... bring in the box, and first thing he does, he'll open up the box and let all the judges look. He'll walk around the table with the box open, and showing for your presentation. As soon as he does that, the judges will then each take a piece of the pork there, or whatever it is. And there has to be at least 6 definable pieces there.
Okay, so right now you're choosing the 6 best ones that you're going to put on the plate?
Yeah.
Because presentation is how much of any of this?
I think that's a closely guarded secret. Only the judges know what that is.
Yeah, true. Changes from judge to judge.
Yeah, and we will usually cook off probably about 4 or 5 racks of ribs. Just to figure out.
And then you'll choose 6.
Then we'll choose 6.
Wow. That means that's good for the rest of the family that gets to hang out, though, because you guys get to eat all the leftover ribs, right?
Exactly.
It's a heck of a party for all the leftovers. And are you looking for uniform? How do you want them to look?
Well, you want as uniform as possible. Let me see, where are we at there?
He's like an artist, accessing the right side of the brain.
A lot of, when we were in the competition, it's a lot slower than this.
Really?
Oh yeah, I want that piece.
Well, when you're measuring by 16 hours smoking something, I guess it would be a little slower than our 6-minute segment here. All right, so you found 6 ribs that you like.
Yeah.
And we're going to plate them up on... I wish you could smell what we could smell in here. The smoke rings look great. My crew is all,
Okay.
their mouth is watering right now.
Now what we'll do, just kind of like that there.
And you are a little to no sauce kind of guy, as I recall. Are
Well,
you going to,
when we're
on the ribs?
When we're serving, and you know, serving people, we don't sauce anything.
Right.
In competition, it depends. Sometimes we'll sauce, sometimes we won't.
Okay.
In
Another
this,
homemade sauce. Not a secret. We could probably talk him out of it.
I'll give it to you. And then basically, we're just kind of, for the sake of speed there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
right
and you
there.
got to dip it all in there.
Yeah.
This looks like a mess, and I'm loving every second of it. All right, so there's for just the ribs. We've only got a couple of minutes left. I know I'm hurrying you here, but I want to get to your famous pulled pork
All
because it's
right.
by far my favorite.
On here, we would put 3 more. A row of these 3 basically would
Yep.
set there like that also. All right.
Okay.
Close it up, and that's way too high. Otherwise,
You can't get the top closed.
Okay.
All right.
Now, for this, we would take.
And
wanna
just
make
doing
sure-
it with your fingers. We don't have to get out the fork.
We pull off some of the bark.
Mm-hmm.
Want to make sure that we have that there.
I could have sent you out our 5 o'clock producer or our 5 o'clock director as a prep cook. He probably would have been more than happy to sample some of this a little bit at a time. I got to admit, having made some pulled pork, that's amazing that you're just doing that with your fingers. No fork needed, folks. This is pretty good stuff.
Like that, and then we'll just kind of.
And you just serve it up like that, and then at the table, they just sample
Yep.
and do it. No
They will-
side dishes, no nothing.
No. A piece of the bark. Just a
The
look.
bark has all the flavor. And there you go.
And that would be it.
All right, so you're going to head down to the Salt Lake competition when?
On next Thursday, I believe.
And you'll be down there all weekend long.
Thursday, and coming back on Sunday, and then hopefully with money and medals.
And so the competition's Saturday, so what time will you
Competition
start
starts
cooking?
on Friday.
Okay, so what time will you start cooking on Thursday?
We'll start cooking on Friday at about probably 5 o'clock. We'll start our prep work at prepping everything off at about 10 o'clock in the morning. About 5 o'clock, it'll start going in, and we'll go from there and hope we get a great table.
All right, Joe, good luck to you. Appreciate it. I heard you were a big success at the BSU scrimmage with a new sandwich and everything.
Hey, the D-line rocked it.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get one of those. All right.
Unfortunately, people want to cut it in half.
Remember, you can find him on Facebook, and of course, you can watch the segment and so much more on our website, kboi2.com.